Hi YouTube. I want to do an open box video. This is a power supply that I bought at AmericanMusicalSupply.com. So they had them on sale. I forget exactly what I paid, but it was really cheap. This is the first time I've opened the box, so let's see. Here's the receipt. This is just a packing label. It's a Furman M8-Dx power conditioner with lights. There's no price on there. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Just to give you a good look at the box here. So here's a picture of the power supply here. It tells how much power is coming in. See, your house is 120 volts, right? And then these two lights pull out. So it says noise filtering to reduce radio frequencies and electromagnetic interference. Spike and surge protection ensures equipment stays safe and your power stays clean. Front panel pull-out lights to illuminate your entire rack. 8 rear panel outlets and an additional front panel. That's this plug here. 15 amp rating with circuit breaker. Wall wart spacing. Okay, some miscellaneous stuff here. Noise filtering, surge protection, lights pull out, digital voltmeter, 9 outlets, 15 amp rating. Okay, diagnostic lights. That's cool. That's the first time I've seen something like that. Wall wart is they just space out your plugs. See the back of the box? You can use it in your guitar rig or bass rigs, your projects, studios, mobile if you've got a mobile recording studio or on stage. I think I paid about 100, maybe 80. They had like a 4-hour sale. So I think it's normally like $180 unit, something like that. It's a lot for a power supply, but that's what they cost. So there's cheaper ones. You can get cheaper ones for $50, but I always get the more powerful surge power supplies because most of the other equipment in the rack is pretty expensive, right? So for $100, I know it's safe. Plus, I like the lights. The lights really come in handy. So manual looks pretty good. Not much to a power supply, right? Okay. Packed up pretty good there. Okay, so to take a look at this thing, see, these are the lights that pull out. See, and there's the bulb there. These go in and out. This is your light switch. You can make the lights dimmer or brighter. You got one plug on the front. You know, your buddy happens to come over with something, you want to try it out. You don't have to mess around with the back. You can just plug it into the front and then the back. So this is what they mean by the wall wart spacing. You know, in case you get some items with a big power supply, you know, you can still plug those in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So let's go over some of the stuff on the box here. Maybe I can explain some of this stuff. Okay, noise filtering to reduce radio frequencies and electromagnetic interference. Okay, well, when you're in a studio or you're at home, you got your items plugged into your wall, the power that comes out of the wall isn't clean. Okay, it's somewhat clean, but it's not clean. You know. When you plug in your expensive music equipment, some of those machines really cost big money. So you want the power to be clean. You don't want to guess at it. So what this does is it takes the power from the wall here, brings it into the machine and cleans it, and then puts clean power out your plugs. Okay, this should always read like 120. See here, it's 120. I had one previously and it never exactly read 120. It was always like 117. You know, I think that's pretty common. They don't exactly run it at 120. The power that comes from the city is usually like 117 or so. But that meter will say so. So that's what they mean by noise filtering. It cleans the power. Whatever comes in here, it puts out a steady 120. You know, sometimes that number might be 115, or it might go up to 125. You know. Well, if it drops too low, it could damage your items too. Or if it goes too high, it could damage your items. Going too high, we all know what that is, power surge, right? There's a big power surge, it blows out your machines. It could also blow out your washer, your dryer, refrigerators. You know. But if it goes too low, if it drops down too low, that's called a brown out. That could damage your items too. You'll see that when the power is out in your area and your lamps, the lights are dim. They're brown or dim. You know, that's a brown out. So that's the main reason for this thing. So spikes and surge protection. Front panel pull-out lights. That's these lights here. That's kind of where I splurged on these. I was going to get the cheaper one for $50, and then I was looking at my rack thinking, well, you know, I'm going to have to go buy some type of light. You know, what I do, go over to Dollar Tree and buy a light and stick it on top of the rack. That's why I figured I wanted it to look a little bit more professional, and so I splurged there. Large digital LED displays incoming line voltage. That's this thing. 120 should be coming in. Here. 120. 8 rear panel and an additional front panel. So there's your front panel. Sometimes you'll have audio ins and outs on the front too. RCA jacks, or that's the same type of deal. Your buddy brings over a machine, you want to check it out, you know. You don't have to fiddle around with the back of your rack. You just plug the thing in the front. 15 amp rating with circuit breaker. I'm not an electrician. I don't really know what that means. I guess your house is 15 amps. Yeah. But there's a built-in circuit breaker here. That would be this guy here. If the circuit blows, you just press that in to reset it. And protection okay indicator. So that's something new. There's a small light here. I guess that says the unit is working. Power off and on. And wall wart spacing. That's just this big spacing here. If you do need to plug something bigger into here, what you can do, there's like 3-inch cords. You can buy small 3-inch cords. I'll show you what I'm talking about in case you've never seen one. That's these guys here. They usually come in like packs of 3 for a couple bucks. So. And that's their main purpose, is that you can plug these into here, and then you can plug in your other items. You know. Okay, so this is a Furman M8-Dx Merit Series Power Conditioner. See, the power conditioner. That, whatever comes in the wall, it might come in 117, it might come in here 125 or so, but it comes out the back 120. So it doesn't damage your machines. Furman in California, FurmanSound.com. Okay, thanks for watching, YouTube. See you next time. Bye. Hi, YouTube. I'm going to install this Furman power supply that we talked about in the other video. And I'm going to put it in the top of my rack here. You can see I've got the wood rails here. There's really nothing to installing it. Just put this up here, and I have to screw it on there. So I'm going to need 4 hands to do that. Okay. So. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing installed here. I'm going to get the cord out of the way here first. Don't cut the cable. And this has got to go out the back of the rack. I'm going to mark this cable with masking tape. Okay, so I got some masking tape on there, and then I'm going to write on the masking tape what this goes to. Let's see, Furman. Okay, so that just helps later on if you have to unplug things. You don't have to hunt for things. Okay, now I gotta lift this up somehow and put the screws in. So I got some boxes here. Okay, that got it up there, kinda. Okay, now I'll put some screws in. Don't strip your holes, right? You only got one chance at this. Let's see here. I wanted to put a washer in there too. See here, I got screws and small black washers. It just helps to reduce the noise in case some of the electrical stuff touches. Every little bit helps. See, that's why they give you leeway in these holes here. You've got some space there, so you can shift this thing back and forth to line up with your holes. I'm just getting these started for now. Don't strip the holes. That top one feels stripped. I've had this rack for years, back in the early or mid 90s, so who knows what I did to it back then. Does the job. I wouldn't travel with it. You know, it's good for around the house or around the studio. Okay, these two tightened up good. The top one on this side didn't seem to tighten up. Let's check it one more time here. Yeah, it's loose. What I could do is stick a toothpick in there and then tighten the bolt up around it. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's good enough. She ain't going anywhere. Okay, now I'm going to get down on the ground and plug this thing in. And we'll see if it works. Okay, you can see the power came on. You see I got 127 coming into the house. It's only supposed to be 120. So let's see if the lights work. I don't know if you can see it there, but the lights work. And you can dim the lights with this button here. Okay, that's kind of scary there. That might explain why I burn out a lot of house appliances. It's only supposed to be 120. Here it's 127. But what's coming out the back is 120, right? Hopefully. Okay. I'm not an electrician, but I suppose that's what's going on. So. Let's see how those go off when they hit a certain spot, so you're not wearing out the bulb. Cool. Okay, we're down to 126, 125. Okay, see ya. Bye.